Once upon a time in the United States, everyone had the equal opportunity and ability to achieve success, happiness, and prosperity through hard work, determination, and initiative. It didn't matter where you came from or how rich or poor you were.
Anyone had the ability to work hard. For example, with his income, this man was able to buy a home. He could start a family, provide for his wife and children, and even send them off to college.
The people of this United States believed in a better future and paid taxes to keep this dream running. The poor paid the least amount of taxes, the middle paid the average, and the rich paid the most. Everyone thought this was fair until one day the rich decided they weren't rich enough.
The rich found ways to evade taxes. They found loopholes and paid their way to getting what they wanted. They kept getting richer and richer while the poor became more poor. This widened the opportunity gap between the lower and upper classes drastically.
This is because the American dream, unfortunately, is falling into corruption. This once beautiful dream is becoming more and more materialistic. America today is a nation obsessed with shopping and buying unnecessary products, whether it is spending fortunes on summer vacation, a new radio, or even a brand new TV. There is no end to the products that people want. The latest iPhone, expensive cars, designer bags, the list is endless. The American dream now revolved around money and materialism.
The corruption of the American dream is also affected by social media. With social media, people are always concerned with comparing themselves to others. They have to be the one with the most followers, likes, and comments. The more likes and followers meant more satisfaction. Social media sites can make it more difficult for us to distinguish between the meaningful relationships from the real world and the fake relationships from social media. There's less productivity as people have become more interested in what their friends are posting rather than their work. In addition, there is less privacy. You never know who can see your posts, and the issue of cyberbullying also arises.
This is similar to Willy Loman in The Death of a Salesman because he views charisma and popularity as determining factors of success.
Willie's idea of success teaches his sons that popularity and charisma are often more important than being responsible or earning respect. Willie teaches his idea to his sons and encourages them to ignore school and focus on popularity rather than hard work.
To Willy's older brother Ben, the American dream is the ability to start with nothing and somehow make a fortune. This is displayed when Ben horses around with his nephew Biff.
Just as Biff starts to win their sparring match, Ben trips the boy and stands over him with the point of his umbrella poised at Biff's eye. Ben's character signifies that a few people can achieve the rags to riches version of the American dream. Yet Miller's play suggests that one must be ruthless or at least a bit wild in order to achieve it. Willie even asked Bernard to help Biff cheat so that he could graduate high school. Willie's emphasis on superficial qualities and popularity becomes the focus for his children, and when they're grown, their view of the world is defined only by success and popularity, not by merit or personal accomplishment.
Biff is pulled by two different dreams. One dream is his father's world of business, sales, and capitalism, but another dream involves nature, the great outdoors, and working with his hands. However, by the end of the play, Biff realizes that his father had the wrong dream. Biff understands that his father was great with his hands. Willie built their garage and put up a new ceiling. Biff believes that his father should have been a carpenter, or should have lived in another, more rustic part of the country.
But instead, Willie pursued an empty life. Willie sold nameless, unidentified products and watched his American dream fall apart.
Originally, the American dream at the time was built by hard-working men, unlike Willy Loman. They were seeking money and security for their families. Arthur Miller shows the corruption of the American dream when Willie is left with nothing and must accept that money has replaced his morality.
Financial profit contributed to Willie's helplessness. Willie becomes a victim of the American dream, first by blindly adopting it and selling himself in the process, and secondly by neglecting the only valuable thing in his life, his family.
Willie's mental turmoil continues in the play when he finds an easy way to show his family love and decides to sacrifice his life for monetary gain. He chooses suicide to fulfill his idea of financial security. Despite his good intentions, Willie's final act of desperation becomes a cowardly act from a person unable to meet life's challenges.
The American dream promised equality and opportunity for society, but by the end of the play, only corruption and greed meet Willie. Willie's attempt to find the American dream leaves his family in an empty world of sadness and a home without a smile.